Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you Off the Beaten Path by Cari Z, published by Dreamspinner Press. This is a paranormal shifter story. And what I loved about this is that we know that werewolves exist. The thing that I really disliked about the story, and I'm not saying like horrible author thing, it's just part of the telling of the tale. They kind of live in reservations. So let me tell you about the story. The military created werewolves. And it was kind of like, oops, sorry. Not everybody that they inoculated turned into a werewolf, but carried this gene. And when they procreated, their children could have turned, or their grandchildren could have turned. But this gene was carried on through generations and spread throughout. Anybody who turned is now sent to a secretive destination. Just that person, no matter the age. And this is how we meet Ward and Ava. Ward is a college professor. Ava is his 4-year-old daughter. She goes to school. It's her first day of school. And she's like, I'm not feeling good. And Ward just thinks it's, normal first day of school jitters. The school calls him and says, your daughter has kind of transformed, and per school protocol, we have done X, Y, and Z. And he freaks out. She's changed into a werewolf, and they have sent her on her way to a hidden secretive location he cannot follow. The government will not tell him where she is. They just say, here's a check. It's better if you never remember her. Forget you had a child. Ava is the product of a drunken one-night stand that Ward had, and the woman wanted nothing to do with the child, and Ward wanted everything. Like, this is his life. And now you're just going to hand him some money and expect him to walk away and pretend he never had a child. Okay, there's some days where I want to do that for like a weekend. Obviously, I would never do that, but there are some times when I'm like, I want to. But Ward does not take it just sitting down. He calls in favors wherever he can. He is going to find the place where his daughter is located. And in doing so, he almost dies. Now, through all the packs within the United States, every alpha of that pack must be in the military and perform like special ops. Once a human turns into a werewolf, the whole thing is for the alpha to get them to turn back into human. And then they can work on the shifting and everything that goes along with that. Ava is refusing to turn. I have no idea what they're possibly going to do. And then Ward shows up on the other side of the fence, almost dead. Henry's not there because he's out on an op. Sam, who is Henry's sister but the second in command, has to make a decision. Do we take in Ward? Do we leave him out here to die? Could he possibly help Ava with her shift? There's so many things that go on with this that could be life and death, not only to Ava, not only to Ward, but to the pack itself as a whole. This whole story has a lot going on. We have to remember that Henry is the alpha and he is part of the military. And it pops up, so it's not like it's something that you forget, but the reminders aren't stifling because it's very heavy into the story of what he has to do, what he has to go through, how it weighs on him day in, day out with like every breath that he takes. Then you have Ward, who just wants his daughter. And what he has to go through, what he takes on as his responsibility to be able to be with his daughter. And then how he begins to kind of take care of Henry, seeing that Henry does need somebody by his side to stand up to the people he needs to stand up to say, hey, I need to take care of my pack. So I think one of the things that really drew me in is that we didn't have the whole, I'm going to bite you and you're going to change into a werewolf. I mean, I love those stories and the people that have to contemplate what they want out of life, how they're going to take this, how they're going to change, what's going on. I mean, I kind of wanted to see if that was going to happen here, but that's not how it works. And I loved that at the beginning it was explained that that's not how it works, yet I still wished for it. And I enjoyed how it was explained, that this was a whole experiment that kind of went awry. And now we have generations later that this gene can be silent and then pop up at a random time. And I hated the fact that Ava was 4 years old and like her dad couldn't go with her. She was taken as an individual to this reservation, knows nobody, nothing. And this is how she's supposed to live the rest of her life, is on this piece of ground designated for her. And they only get allotted so many things. I can only watch so many things. I mean, if you stop and think the correlation between that and other groups that have been suppressed in our history and even today, it's frightening and it's scary and it's wrong. The way this book ended, I'm hoping that there's going to be a, not so much a sequel, but kind of a book 2 with another couple that we could see kind of getting together. So if you're looking for light, fluffy, fun paranormal story, this is not it. Off the Beaten Path is quite a bit darker than what we normally get when it comes to paranormal shifter stories. But there are some great points of humor. I mean, Ward and his sarcasticness is on point and wonderful. It comes at wonderful times, especially when Henry is all, I'm alpha and you will listen to me, and Ward's just like, okay, buddy, sure. Why not? And Henry's used to being listened to because he's alpha. But Ward, he's never had an alpha. He's never had a pack. He's never been in the situation where he's had to. And he's just like, dude, chill. And it's absolutely just the chemistry between these two. But like I said, it is a darker topic. I am giving Off the Beaten Path by Cari Z 5 stars because I thought it was a well-developed world. I love how the werewolves came to be. I loved the darkness. And I just loved the characters and everything about this story. So what I am going to do for you is I am going to leave the Dream Spinner and the Amazon links down below so you can one-click it and be on your way. If you liked this review, I'm going to ask that you help with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I try to get new things out every Monday through Thursday, but I honestly never know what time. And that is the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave stalker links aplenty. Go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you can request via website. Off the Beaten Path by Cari Z, published by Dream Spinner Press. 5 stars. Bye. Hi. My name is Christina, and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you The Half-Wolf by Jay Northcote. This is a paranormal, and it was adorable and sexy and a little bit intimidating. Quinn is one of our main characters. His father died before he was born. His mother died shortly after he was born, so he's never known his parents. He grew up with his aunt, and he's never quite felt like he belongs.